Game 2 between the Cardinals and Royals happening right now with Jon Lester on the mound for the Redbirds. First pitch was at 6:10. Let's check in on the game. Paul DeYoung was a late scratch with lower back tightness. Edmundo Sosa replacing him at short and batting ninth. It's feeling a little bit like deja vu so far in this game with another pitcher stool early on. Keller striking out Edman there to start the game. Bottom of the second is still scoreless. One on for Riviera, but Lester gets him to ground into a double play to end the inning. The Royals did just bring in a run in the fourth. It is now 1-0. We'll have those highlights tonight. Well, hopefully the Cardinals can recreate some of the magic of last night's win. Jack FLAHERTY finally returned to the mound, his first game back since May 31st. Even though he spent over 2 months recovering from an oblique injury, it's like he never missed a beat, pitching 6 innings of 2-hit ball to lead the Cardinals to a shutout victory over the Royals. FLAHERTY said afterwards that he felt like he accomplished what he wanted to.
Go out and give the team a chance to win the game. Same as it always is. Go out, try to give us a chance to win, and keep making pitches until Schulte tells me, that's it. That's good enough. So I felt like I was able to do that, stay in the moment, stay present, and not try to get ahead of myself and not try to do too much.
Well, happening right here on News 4 in a little bit, Kansas City Chiefs kicking off the preseason in San Francisco against the 49ers. A lot of good storylines to follow heading into this season. This is what you should watch for in tonight's game. In theory, the Chiefs veterans really don't have a lot to prove in preseason games, but in reality, everybody will be under the microscope. That's especially true about an offensive line that's been completely rebuilt from a year ago. So what's Andy Reid looking for there?
That continuity, communication, working together through different looks.
Another position group that will get a lot of attention, wide receiver, where a number of guys are battling to take over Sammy Watkins' old spot.
The fact that those guys have been around for a while helps out a ton.
We've got a good nucleus of guys. I think as coaches, we appreciate them and appreciate their work ethic and what they can do when they have the ball in their hand.
And even though it's just the preseason, Mahomes expects a solid offensive performance today.
We always like to score, but at the end of the day, I think if we're the communication, the procedures of in and out of the huddle with so many new guys, especially on that offensive line, I think that would be a win for me just throughout this first game.
Captain Tyrann Mathieu has his own set of goals for the defense.
Anytime a defense takes the field, you want to keep the other team out of the end zone. I think that's most importantly. Obviously, you want to see the young guys kind of step up, make plays. I think the most important thing, you want to be able to communicate.
Even though the season doesn't start until September 12th, they see tonight's game as their first step towards their season goal.
We understand that we didn't end the season how we wanted to last year, so we have to find a way to get better so that we can find a way to end it how we would like this year.
Another player to watch for, this guy, number 54, Nick Bolton, picking up Patrick Mahomes during the Chiefs training camp. Just one example of how the former MIZZOU linebacker is making a big first impression so far. Bolton was the Chiefs' second-round pick out of this year's draft, and he is ready for the opportunity to showcase his hard work and talents in the preseason games.
Just getting the speed of the game, make sure I'm crisp, my assignment, physicality, the kind of thing that I kind of pride myself on. And so I'm going to be able to showcase that in my first game. Doing those two things, being crisp in my assignment, being physical, playing how a linebacker's supposed to play, that's kind of when I got my first preseason game.
Back in Columbia, Bolton's former MIZZOU teammates have been keeping tabs on his progress in Kansas City. They're excited to see Nick the Interceptor Bolton in action this season.
Bolt going crazy in KC.
He been balling. I've been watching. He probably picked off Mahomes 2 or 3 times.
It's so crazy seeing our teammates that was just out here with us last year now in the league doing big things.
It's good to see guys that came from MIZZOU make plays at the next level.
It's just an honor to be able to say I played with him.
Now, Lauren, I basically just kind of dubbed him the Interceptor because I feel like if you're picking off Patrick Mahomes in practice, you deserve a nickname. So hopefully it'll catch on in Kansas City. I don't know.
There we go. I like it. We'll see. Definitely looking forward to seeing him in action. Let's go Chiefs. Thank you so much for joining us for News 4 at 7. We'll be back here for a late edition after the Chiefs game.